Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we'll be learning about introduction to forces, inshallah. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, moments. Let me just fix it. Introduction to forces. And it's best to have a notebook and a pen or a pencil with you, as you know, I already say every single video, because you have important notes you need to write in this lesson, and it will help you at the end of the day. It'll help you, these notes. So let's start. Okay, so what will you learn from this lesson, just to start off this lesson? So number one is what are forces. You learn about our forces, like the main idea of this lesson, like what are forces, and you'll be learning the first thing. Second thing is about contact and non-contact forces. These two forces are, I will explain to you later on about these forces. Third is measuring forces. Let's start. What are forces? A force can be a push or a pull. For example, when you push open a door, you have to apply a force to the door. You also have to apply a force to pull open a door. So, okay, so like a push or a pull. Like the example I gave you here is like when you push open a door, that's the force, the first force when you push open the door, and that like, so when the push is like you're applying a force to the door. Then the second force is like when you apply the force to pull open the door. Pull, push, pull, push. These two are the forces. Okay, so that is what our forces, like, you know, like the next line. That is what our forces are. Okay, so second part is contact and non-contact forces. Forces can be contact forces where objects must touch each other. Where objects must touch each other to exert a force. These include reaction force, tension, and friction. These three are the contact forces. Examples of contact forces: where objects must touch each other to exert a force, like when they touch, like reaction force, tension, friction. And then other forces are non-contact forces, where objects do not have to touch each other. These include number one, gravity; number two, magnesium; number three, forces use static electricity. Okay, so like you know, the contact forces is like when the forces must touch, when the objects must touch each other to exert a force. But non-contact forces is forces which don't need to touch each other, like where objects do not need to touch each other. So these are the examples. You may want to write these in your notes. Okay, so let's carry on. Okay. So, measuring forces, yes. Forces can be measured using a force meter, also called a Newton meter. Force meters contain a spring connected to a metal hook. These spring stretches where a force is applied for the hook. The bigger the force applied, the longer the spring stretches and the bigger the reading. The unit of force is called a Newton, and it has a symbol N. The greater is the force, the greater number. So 100 N is a greater force than 5 N. So the unit of force is called Newton. And the first part, this one's talking about, is about this, what you call, the force meter, also called Newton meter. Here, let me show you here. Yes, here. Here, the Newton meter, the one that I think you use when you need to go to holidays, for example, and check your bags. You do like that. Yeah. And the second part is the unit for force is called Newton. Like the greater the force, the bigger number. So 100 is a greater force than 5. Remember that. Oh no, I think it's stuck on. Okay. So next class, we're done our lesson right now. We're done about introduction to forces, contact and non-contact forces, and also measuring force. These three are the starters for now. We'll be learning more and more about this, inshallah. Okay, next class we'll be learning about backbiting, inshallah. That's a very important lesson we'll be talking about next lesson. Maybe by tomorrow, or because tomorrow's weekend in our country, so yeah, I'll see. So Jazakallah khairan, barakallah fikum. Next time, I'll meet you next time. And remember to subscribe to our channel. I think I forgot to put that. But okay, remember to subscribe to our channel and like the video you see. And share the website islamicinstitute.tk, www.islamicinstitute.tk, to everybody, because everything is everlasting charity. Okay, so until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.